10 most explosive and dangerous Italian brain rots. Number 10. Bombombini Gusini. Bombombini Gusini is a hybrid creature as bizarre as it is fearsome. Imagine a goose combined with a fighter jet. This Italian brain rot has the body and wings of a war bomber, but with the characteristic honking goose head. Its ridiculous appearance is deceptive as it hides an explosive arsenal beneath its metallic feathers. At first glance, it might look like a clumsy bird, but Bombombini soars through the skies with the speed of a jet and the determination of a heat-seeking missile, ready to sow chaos from above. In the brain rot world, Bombombini Gusini has earned the reputation of being Bombardero Crocodilo's mischievous cousin. Though smaller than his reptilian relative, this flying goose is just as dangerous. Its honks announce surprise bombings and unpredictable air raids. When it appears on the scene, the sky fills with sirens and exclamations of "Mamma mia!" as Bombombini drops its bomb eggs on its targets. Its explosive style and absurd humor make it one of the most dangerous yet hilarious brain rots, proving that even a cute goose can unleash colossal chaos. Number 9. Berber Patapim. Berber Patapim is a strange creature, half baboon and half forest tree, famous for its giant feet and a long nose shaped like a Serrano ham. This unusual hybrid from the brain rot trend lives hidden in the undergrowth, camouflaged with the branches and leaves that are part of its body. Despite its initially adorable and picturesque appearance, Patapim possesses simian strength and the resilience of an ancient tree trunk, giving it an unusual advantage in any confrontation. The story goes that it found a golden hat inhabited by a blue frog named Slim, sparking a wild rivalry to see who would keep the peculiar enchanted hat. As a protector of the forest and a magical being, Berber Patapim can become truly dangerous if provoked. The patience of this arboreal guardian is vast, but when Slim or another intruder threatens its territory or treasures, Patapim unleashes its fury. It powerfully shakes its branch arms and makes the ground tremble with its enormous feet, driving away anyone who dares to challenge it. Its name comes from its peculiar chant, Berber Patapim, a rhythmic sound that echoes through the thicket, announcing its presence. In the brain rot universe, many compare its power to that of Tung 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 Sahur, and for good reason. Patapim can be as peaceful as an ancient tree or as explosive as an enraged ape, depending on the situation. Number 8. Lirilli La Rilla. Lirilli La Rilla is a brain rot as surreal as it is dangerous, a bipedal fusion of an elephant and a cactus that walks in sandals and wields extraordinary power. From its elephant side, it inherits imposing size and brute force, while from its cactus side, it gets sharp spines and astonishing resistance. However, the most extraordinary thing about Lirilli La Rilla is not its appearance, already unforgettable, but its ability to control time at will. It is said that with a flick of its spiny arms, it can pause the world around it, or speed up seconds as if they were minutes, a skill that leaves both allies and enemies bewildered. In the Tales of the Brain Rot universe, Lirilli La Rilla appears as an almost mystical entity. It stops clocks, reverses seconds, and freezes its adversaries in their tracks, laughing with a caricatured Italian accent while its enemies remain motionless and covered in small green spines. This temporal power makes it virtually invincible in combat. How do you face someone who can freeze you in time or dodge your attacks by traveling a few seconds into the future? Its character, on the other hand, is playful and chaotic. It enjoys playing temporal pranks, like stealing a few minutes from other characters, lunch hours, or appearing in two places at once. But beware, for behind its mischievous humor lies one of the most explosive. Literally, it sometimes plays with timed detonations and dangerous beings in the brain rot fauna. Number 7. Tung 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 Sahur. Straight from distant lands comes Tung 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 Sahur, a character that combines mysticism and brute force. This brain rot takes the form of an anthropomorphic wooden plank that is always armed with a baseball bat. With an expression of determination carved into its wooden face, Sahur roams the brain rot world, emitting a hypnotic tung 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 a rhythmic sound that evokes distant drums in the night. Its onomatopoeic name comes precisely from the beat of ritual drums and heralds the arrival of this unique meme vigilante. Although its origin is linked to Indonesian creators, it quickly became integrated as one of the most respected and feared champions of Italian brainrot. In action, Tung 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 Sahur is unstoppable. It wields its bat with surprising skill, taking down any enemy that crosses its path to the rhythm of its own strikes. Many consider it an honorable warrior within this absurd universe, almost like a knight-errant made of wood. However, its ferocity should not be underestimated. When the situation calls for it, its blows resonate like thunder and can make much larger rivals tremble. It has even been seen facing other brainrot titans in musical battles based on bat swings synchronized with its tung 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 chant. In the memeverse, it is rumored that a film production company is interested in telling its legend, which proves that the fame of this wooden paladin has completely transcended the boundary of a joke, solidifying it as a dangerous cultural icon. Number 6. Trippy Tropy. Trippy Tropy is the embodiment of duality and madness in the brainrot world. Sometimes it appears as a cat, with the body of a shrimp, with bulging eyes and a wavy tail, mischievously prowling through Italian kitchens in search of cream and pesto. Other times it takes the form of an obese sea bear with a fish head, a massive beast nicknamed the King of the Sea for having devoured everything it found underwater until it became gigantic. This second, more fearsome version seems to have come from a nightmare, a maritime monster so fat it can barely move on land, but whose insatiable appetite gave it a colossal size by devouring every fish, ship, or underwater pizza it came across. The danger of Trippy Tropy lies in its unpredictability and voracity. You never know which of its forms you will encounter. As the shrimp cat, it is slippery and fast. It loves to play pranks, appearing in grandma's pantry singing a sea shanty in a shrill voice, only to disappear with a bounty of food. But as the giant fish bear, Trippy Tropy becomes a force of nature. It roars with a bubbling voice from the depths, causing waves all around it. Legend has it that this marine colossus earned its royal title after facing sharks and giant squids, devouring them mercilessly until it established its reign under the sea. No one is safe when Tropy is hungry, whether on the coast or in the kitchen, making it one of the most feared and bizarrely explosive brainrots in its actions. Number 5. Boneca Ambalabu. From the dark corners of the imagination emerges Boneca Ambalabu, an entity that personifies the technological nightmares of the digital age. Its appearance is unsettling. A car wheel with a frog's head and human legs supporting it. This AI-spawned abomination looks like it came from a science experiment gone terribly wrong. The frog's bulging eyes crown the tire, observing its surroundings with malice, while its humanoid legs allow it to move by both hopping and rolling, emitting an unsettling ambalabu as it advances. Boneca Ambalabu was born from internet folklore in Indonesia, but soon carved out a place among Italian brainrots in its own right, thanks to its sinister aura. In brainrot mythology, Boneca Ambalabu is seen as an evil entity that has terrified entire communities. It is said that it appeared out of nowhere in a town, rolling through the streets in the dead of night and causing havoc. Overturned vehicles, puddles of green amphibian slime, and a silence broken only by its nocturnal chant. So terrifying was its reign that scientists and the odd crazy priest united to try and stop it. However, defeating such a being is no easy task. Boneca seems to regenerate as long as there is technology and puddles to hide in. Its legend tells that only with great ingenuity and possibly ancient meme magic could its evil be contained. For its cruelty and resilience, Boneca Ambalabu stands as one of the most dangerous brainrots, a modern villain that proves you don't need fire or traditional fangs to instill explosive panic in the age of artificial intelligence. Number 4. Chimpanzini Bananini. Who would have thought that something so comical at first glance could be practically invincible? Chimpanzini Bananini is, as its name suggests, a green chimpanzee whose body is literally a giant banana, with its ape head peeking out from the tip of the banana and its strong limbs emerging from the peel. This character gets laughs on sight. But behind that hilarious appearance hides a truly indestructible beast. In the Brainrot sagas, Chimpanzini has been described as immune to all types of damage. Neither the bites of other beings, nor the most violent explosions, nor slipping on peels of itself can make a dent. It is considered one of the central characters of the genre for its superhuman resistance and absurd charisma. In terms of danger, Chimpanzini Bananini combines the best of both worlds, the intelligence and agility of a primate with the almost cartoonish durability of a banana. It has been seen stopping missiles with its bare hands, then using them as an explosive banana split, and emerging unscathed from crashes that would turn anyone else into mush. Furthermore, its personality is as cheerful as it is unpredictable. Sometimes it acts as a playful hero saving other Brainrots from danger, and other times it amuses itself by sowing chaos, throwing explosive bananas that it grows from its own back. Its shrill laughter as it swings from one tree or lamppost to the next, coupled with the certainty that you cannot defeat it, makes Chimpanzini a formidable ally and a terrifying adversary. It is the living example that in the Brainrot kingdom, the ridiculous and the fearsome go hand in hand. Number 3. Cappuccino Assassino. Beneath the foam and porcelain of an innocent coffee cup hides one of the deadliest villains in the Brainrot universe. Cappuccino Assassino is literally a cup of cappuccino in ninja samurai attire, armed with 2 sharp katanas. Its silhouette is unmistakable, a small cup with steaming coffee for a head from which glowing eyes of fury protrude, and a slender body dressed in traditional black armor. Don't be fooled by its size or the ballerina tutu it occasionally wears as a disguise. This caffeinated killer moves in the shadows with superhuman agility and strikes with deadly precision. Legend has it that it kidnapped its beloved ballerina Cappuccina before marrying her, in a plot twist as crazy as it is passionate that could only be born from meme culture. Since then, they are seen as a strange couple, the delicate cappuccino ballerina and the lethal espresso ninja, reigning over an empire of coffee and chaos. Cappuccino Assassino has starred in some of the most explosive and dangerous scenes in the Brainrot world. It is credited with moonlit duels against Bombadero Crocodilo, where it dodged bombings with agile parkour leaps, and clashes against heroes like Tralalero Tralala, trading katana strikes for sharp kicks. Its techniques combine the traditional with the absurd. It throws streams of boiling foam into its enemies' eyes, disappears in a cloud of ground coffee beans, and reappears behind its target to deliver the final blow. Nothing stops this espresso assassin once it has set its sights on a target. Its code of honor is twisted but clear. Whoever gets between it and its objective, or worse, between it and its beloved ballerina, will feel the bitter fury of its blades. Dangerous, elegant, and utterly bizarre, Cappuccino Assassino proves that even a morning cup of coffee can become a lethal weapon in the Brainrot universe. Number 2. Tralalero Tralala. The mythical Tralalero Tralala is the most famous shark on the internet, and for good reason. Imagine a shark that, instead of fins, has 3 human legs shod in blue Nike sneakers. That's Tralalero. It was the first great icon of Italian Brainrot, and its athletic look matches its abilities. It is incredibly fast, capable of running at superhuman speeds and making impossibly long jumps. Always with a strange smile on its face and humming its onomatopoeic tralalero tralala, this shark has traveled to every corner of the Brainrot world, leaving its mark, or rather its sneaker prints, wherever it goes. Its Nikes allow it to cling to almost any surface, so it can run on walls and ceilings alike, defying gravity with ease. Although Tralalero Tralala usually has a festive and playful demeanor, when it comes to facing danger, it becomes a true whirlwind. It has been seen fighting Bombadero Crocodilo hand to hand, dodging bombs and fearlessly launching itself at the flying crocodile. In epic meme battles, Tralalero uses its 3 legs to deliver spinning kicks while chanting its catchy combat tune. Its endurance and agility are so surprising that many other Brainrots respect and even slightly fear it. After all, this shark came out of nowhere to become a legend, starting the whole brainrot phenomenon madness. Tralalero is chaotic but heroic, the kind of character that can take down a crocodile plane with one kick or start a riot just by hitting the dance floor. Without a doubt, it is one of the most explosive beings in terms of energy, and potentially dangerous when it unleashes its full splendor. Number 1. Bombardiro Crocodilo. Topping the list is the infamous Bombardiro Crocodilo, perhaps the most feared being in the entire Brainrot universe. This abomination mixes the worst of two worlds, the ferocity of a crocodile and the destructive power of a military bomber. With the scaly green head of a massive crocodile and the metallic body of a World War II airplane, Bombardiro soars through the skies, leaving a trail of chaos in its wake. Its wings roar with the engine of two propellers, and from its mouth, full of fangs, come not roars, but air raid sirens. An unquenchable thirst for destruction shines in its red eyes. This creature knows no mercy or limits. If Tralalero represents the heroic and playful side of Brainrot, Bombardiro is the absolute embodiment of chaos. The dangerousness of Bombardiro Crocodilo is legendary. It is said to fly over cities shouting profanities in Italian while bombing everything in its path, laughing with a distorted voice that chills the blood. It loves explosions more than anything else and believes in no divine or earthly authority to stop it. In the epic stories of the internet, this flying alligator has starred in entire invasions. It has razed forests, which earned it the enmity of Bra Bra Patapim, faced off against Tung 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 Sahur in duels where bombs rained down against bat swings, and has even challenged time itself by trying to bomb Lirili Larila before she could freeze the moment. Its most famous rivalry, however, is against Tralalero Tralala, the only one crazy enough to jump on it mid-flight. Every encounter between them is a spectacle of fireworks, both literally and metaphorically. Bombardiro Crocodilo is not only explosive because of the bombs it drops, but also for the way it has detonated an entire viral phenomenon around itself. It is the ultimate villain of Brainrot. Feared, destructive, and so absurdly extravagant that it's impossible to look away from its chaotic reign.